Hello, and welcome to my brand new channel. My name is Harald Havers. I'm an author living in Vienna, Austria. I write books, comic books, TV scripts. I write for children magazines, a little bit of journalism. And currently I'm learning Slovak for no good reason. In my future videos, I will show you how I struggle with the language, what I find interesting, what I find amusing. But right now, I just want to explain why I learn Slovak for no good reason. Because obviously, I have my reasons. So, I like languages. I speak English quite fluently. I can read it, I can write it. I have a basic knowledge of French. I can understand it, but I'm not very good at it. The same goes for Italian. Basic understanding. I can understand it when I hear it, when I read it, but I'm not very good at it. I have some knowledge in Latin, which I learned in school, but didn't practice a lot. Yeah, but I like languages and I wanted to learn a new one. Because normally you would learn a language because you have family, friends in a country, or you want to read the literature, or your friends. I mean, your spouse maybe is from this country, or you have business relationships. That's all not the case with me. I have no ties with Slovakia at all. So why then? Okay. For quite a while now, I wanted to learn a new language. And at first I thought maybe I'd try something easy, like Dutch. Because Dutch is similar to German, it's similar to English, so why not? I tried several times and I failed. My problem is that Dutch is too close to German and English. Understanding it was not a problem at all, but when I tried to reproduce it, speak it, I always kept on inventing Dutch from German, from English. And I tried several times, but never really succeeded. But I remember from my first Dutch book, the first sentence in it, which I learned by heart, which goes something like, Mijnheer van der Leuw staat in de keuken en zet koffie. Hij vindt het niet erg alleen voor de ontbijt te zorgen. And the chapter title was De Morgenstund heeft goud in de mond. But anyway, I stopped this. I stopped trying to learn Dutch. So, what else? My father was from Hungary. He never tried to teach me Hungarian, so I don't speak it. Maybe Hungarian? I was intrigued, interested. So I bought a book. I started reading about the grammar of Hungarian, and then I closed the book and said, okay, thank you very much. Probably not in this lifetime. But what else? I didn't want to learn another language which is similar to a language which I already know, like Spanish. It would be close to Italian or some of the northern languages. So still, why Slovak? One of the reasons is I suck at Slavic languages. Some years ago, I went to Prague and I wrote down on a sheet of paper all the usual words and sentences you need, like hello, goodbye, numbers, thank you. And I couldn't remember anything at all. I had to look it up every single time. I just couldn't remember it, any of it. And then I went to Slovenia, short while ago, Ljubljana, and I realized that Slavic languages are completely different from languages I know. For example, I was in front of a building in Ljubljana, which was a kind of music academy, music school. And it didn't say music. I had to look it up. I don't even remember the name, but it was nothing like music. I thought every language in Europe uses music for music, but no. So I thought there's this whole area around me, Slavic languages, where I have no clue at all how they work and what they sound like. Well, I know how they sound like, but what what they mean when they speak. Austria is surrounded by Slavic speaking countries. There's the Czech Republic in the north, Slovakia. Then we have Slovenia in the south. Croatia is not far. Serbia is not far. Bosnia is not far. Even Ukraine is not far, because from Vienna to Ukraine, it's actually nearer than from Vienna to Switzerland. So, okay, let's try a Slavic language, even though it's difficult. But which one? Well, I have some relatives from Czech Republic. This would be an obvious choice. I enjoyed staying in Slovenia, maybe travel there again, holiday destination. I have some relatives from Serbia, or Russian maybe. It's the most common Slavic language. But as a journalist, I thought, let's find out which is the easiest language of the Slavic languages to learn, or at least which language is most closely related with most of the other ones. And actually, there's an answer to that. I researched it, and Slovak is somehow quite in the center of the Slavic languages. It's closely related to Czech, of course, but also to Slovenian, and so it's understandable to most of other Slavic speakers. It's a kind of Esperanto of the Slavic languages, and it shares a lot of vocabulary. So my choice was learning Slovak. And I have no ties at all to Slovakia. I just recently visited Bratislava for the first time in my life, though it's just 50 kilometers away from Vienna. Obviously, I'm going to learn a lot more about Slovakia when I start to learn the language, or more of it. But right now, there are no ties at all. Okay, so those are my reasons, my not very good reasons for learning this language. And I hope you enjoyed it. I mean, I hope you enjoyed this video. And if so, like and subscribe. Among the first 100 subscribers, I'm going to give out one of my books in English, an English book. It's called Weird Vienna. So if you subscribe, let me know by leaving a comment that you have subscribed, so I can find you out when I choose the winner, by chance, of course. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it again. And if you want to find out how I'm learning Slovak and how I'm doing so far, well, click on the next videos. So, bye bye. Do videnia. Dovi.